With every death comes honor. With honor, redemption.
Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome to some more Overwatch. Today we're gonna be watching a game from Hanzo's point of view. I recently made a video explaining all of the abilities of Hanzo, so if you're interested in that, I will leave that as the very first link right below the like button in the description of this video. This is going to be a game played on King's Row. The attacking team is gonna be Pharah, Zarya, Hanzo, Mercy, Symmetra and Tracer, and the opposing team is gonna be Zenyatta, Pharah, McCree, Widowmaker, Bastion and Zarya. A quick introduction on this map. First off, the attacking team will have to go ahead and actually capture Objective A, at which point the payload becomes available. They will need to escort that towards Objective B. Immediately using the sonic arrow right here to get some extra vision on the high ground. We do see McCree off in the distance, but he's hiding behind the railing, so he won't be taking that much damage. Gonna be instead taking it off to the left right here, climbing up using that wall climb ability, and actually, wow, seeing the Pharah right there, immediately picking him off with that Stormbow. Very nice move right there. Climbing to the high ground, obviously the only hero that can actually do that, and it looks like we're gonna once again go back up there using that Stormbow to try and rain damage to Zarya and Zenyatta. Zenyatta trying to heal up the Zarya, but Zenyatta does end up falling right there. Beautiful moves so far. Gotta be very careful in this little alleyway. Does end up using the scatter arrow right there, which deals significant amounts of damage in little alleyways, but the cooldown on it is relatively long. Once again using the sonic arrow and climbing to the high ground, getting vision of exactly where the enemies are currently located. Scatter arrow, however, once again available. We do have Mercy helping us out right now as well, and we did survive that rocket blast from Pharah, which otherwise would have definitely been our death. However, we still know exactly where Pharah is located in this alleyway, waiting for the cooldown. We do have it available right now. Can be going ahead and use that shift ability to get vision of exactly where Pharah is located, but it looks like Pharah did manage to get out of there, but nice usage of that Stormbow once more, hitting that shot beautifully, and the team is now capturing Objective A, at least for a little bit, but it looks like we're gonna be off in the distance instead, knowing that Widowmaker is up there, using that sniper ability and trying to do maximum amounts of damage, but once again picking her off as well. You can see though, the attack speed is very low. Nice high ground positioning right here, taking out Bastion in the process, who was in his turret mode and couldn't be moving around, and obviously a not moving target is pretty easy to hit. The payload is now available. Now that Objective A has been captured, the team will have to actually move that over towards Objective B. Pharah once again in the high ground, but we're gonna try and move around here instead, using that sonic arrow once more to try and get vision of exactly where the enemies are located. We know exactly where he's at. Nice little hit once again, but it looks like he is not gonna fall for the moment. Well, someone else managed to eliminate him right there. We're getting a lot of healing so far in this game as well. Mercy has been very nice to us, constantly topping us off, but it looks like we're gonna actually move around a little bit. Keep in mind though, there is a dragon available right now, and we do actually pick off McCree in the process. Beautiful shots once more, but the Q ability is available, which is the ultimate, which is gonna spawn a Spirit Dragon if we want to. It does go through walls. Nice moving around right there. Does look to try and get a little bit positioning to make sure that the wall ride ability, or the wall climb ability rather, is used to its maximum potential. Tracer trying to dash around right here as well, slowly but surely pushing it forward a little bit, but here we go. The ultimate is being used. The dragon is gonna move forward, eliminating Pharah, and we're currently on a 10-player kill streak. Great move so far by the Hanzo player, positioning himself beautifully, making sure that he's never too close to any of the enemies, and once again jumping around and hitting all of those arrows very well. You gotta keep in mind those deal tons of damage. Usually a single arrow will be taking out a single hero with a headshot, otherwise it takes about 2 hits to do so, but beautiful move so far, just weakening up the enemies, and once again moving around right here, finding Zenyatta right here behind the enemy team. Doesn't quite want to go in yet, a little bit risky, and ooh, gotta be very careful. We only have 140 health remaining right now, and it looks like we're gonna be heading back, but not before picking off a little more on Pharah's HP right there. Zarya also trying to stay alive, but we gotta be careful. We do see Zenyatta chasing us down, and even though Zenyatta is usually not the one that is making the most kills for the enemy team, he can still dish out a reasonable amount of damage, and you see exactly what happens right there when you do end up falling. However, Mercy using her ultimate ability on us, making sure that we are resurrected, but McCree following up on us immediately, and he does end up taking us out, after actually also taking out Mercy. So the payload does have 4 minutes left to be escorted. We aren't quite there yet. It has quite a bit of distance remaining still, but slowly but surely, as long as it inches forward, we will get there in time. Once again, using that wall climb ability to get to the high ground, trying to get into position. We do see Pharah trying to go up in the high ground right there and using those rocket launches to do massive amounts of damage to the team. She's obviously very hard to catch while she is in that form. Scatter arrow once again available. We can also go ahead and use the sonic arrow at this point in the game. Bastion though dealing tons of damage from that distance, and while we can deal a little bit of damage to him, we're gonna use our ultimate to do so instead. The Spirit Dragon once again going through the sky and trying to dish out maximum amounts of damage. Zarya immediately falling right there, getting caught in that Dragon's Blast. Slowly but surely, the payload is moving forward. It's about halfway towards objective B right now. 5 minutes remaining. Should definitely be in a pretty good time. Keep in mind, we also get checkpoints, at which point we get a little bit more time once more. Picking off McCree right there. Great move. Pharah once again jumping up. We gotta be careful. She's flying around. Very hard to actually shoot with, or shoot at with the arrows that we got. But it does look like she is gonna be taken out, at least taken out of the battle for now. Moving around once again, staying at this long distance right here to make sure that we are very, very useful. Trying to use that scatter arrow to take out Zarya right there, but it's not gonna be enough. Obviously, the opposing tank will be having a lot more health than any of the regular heroes. Zarya, though, trying to, you know, deal some damage here and trying to actually climb up that wall right there, trying to get to that high ground. Turns out it isn't actually possible from this angle, but it looks like we have found Bastion. Bastion not in time with morphing into a tank, and he does end up getting meleeed down. Once again though, 4 minutes remaining on the actual payload. As you can see on the top side of the map, the payload is almost at the objective where it needs to be, and Zarya does end up falling right there as well. Once again though, Spirit Dragon is available. We can go ahead and use that at this point in time from a little bit of distance. We can actually also see, we actually randomly catch Widowmaker right here, but we can also see the payload already getting very, very close towards the objective. And now that the Spirit Dragon is available after killing Widowmaker right there, beautiful move, we can go ahead and try and force enemies out of position if we see them lining up. Obviously, ideally, we do want to find Bastion. Bastion is very immobile, and if we can, that's going to be a great timing, but here we go. Spirit Dragon being activated, dealing tons of damage in the process. Looks like this time around, it isn't going to take out anyone immediately, but Bastion and McCree do end up falling. We also do shoot Pharah out of the sky, even though she was activating her ultimate ability, and once again, going towards the high ground, trying to deal whatever damage we can, and basically just being the bane of the opposing team's existence so far. Zarya spotted. We gotta be careful. She knows where we are as well. Widowmaker off in the distance, trying to use that sniper rifle of hers to do maximum amounts of damage. She has also found us, but it looks like we were a little bit more accurate with the shots, and it does end up dealing so much damage. Once again, payload inching closer and closer. 3 minutes remaining. There is no more checkpoints, so as long as the payload does get there within the 3-minute mark, we will end up winning the game. However, if the opposing team does manage to hold on for 2 minutes and 40 seconds, they will end up taking the victory instead. Gotta be very careful, however. From close distance, we are definitely not gonna be winning any of the direct engagements, especially when our scatter arrow is on cooldown, but we have found Widowmaker, taking her out with that scatter arrow, inching forward right now on the payload, and it looks like we have successfully escorted it towards objective B, and the attacking team does take the victory. Here you can see the attacking team trying to make sure that they look as badass as possible, and it turns out that Hanzo is going to be the player of the game. If you want to see more Overwatch content, make sure you hit that like button right below the video, and also make sure you hit that subscribe button so you will be the first one to get a notification when I upload another video. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, and I'll see you in the next one.